So today we have 4 destinations to hit, and as I go to each one, I'll let you know why I'm going there. The first one is, of course, the grocery store, because I need something to eat tonight. Something I found out, and I've heard about it before, there's a raven in the road, get out of the way. When it is minus 27, it's really not icy. I think the ice is frozen. It's so cold the ice is freezing and it doesn't get slippery. But today it got up to the upper teens and it's slippery outside. So what I learned is when it's really cold, there's less ice than when it's not as bad, not as cold. And from what I read, or I looked it up, apparently when it gets so cold, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but the moisture from the minus 27 ice is, I have no idea. Don't even ask me. I'm just trying not to slide today. It is slippery. So I'm just going to run into the grocery store and get some dinner for tonight and maybe get a brownie. And then when I come back, we'll talk about where I'm heading to next. Also, what you're going to notice, most of the places when I come into town, I'm always going to the same places. But today we're going to a new place, and that's the excitement of the week. I never have a problem finding a parking spot. I'll take this one, thank you. So now we'll be heading to the bank because I want my $7.52. I was a little surprised I got that check from the internet company from the summer cabin about 2 months after I left. So I would say they're not the fastest workers in the world, but I'll take $7.52 because that's roughly what it costs for my gas to get to the bank. So it's kind of like a free trip of doing nothing. And there's the laundromat. I've been there a couple of times in the videos. Now I'm heading to the end of the center of town. Get the First National Bank. Cash my check. And buy some tacos with it. And I do try to take different roads when I'm driving around town, always going to the same places. The problem is there's not different roads. I have to go down the same roads. Maybe going to the post office, I can go there in 2 different ways, but all the other places, it's one road. One road in, one road out. I don't know what this building is. I just know that it's nothing at the moment. It possibly was the community center in the past. Or it's possible I'm just making that up because I absolutely have no idea. I would go with option 2. So I'm $7.52 richer than I was 5 minutes ago. And that's a good feeling. Now we're going to head to the post office, which we've also been a few times, and then after the post office is the change of scenery, but just for a couple of minutes. Post office, I have to go to reorder my PO box. Every 6 months I have to go and pay for that. And I also need to mail something off that I sold on eBay. This is 2 p.m. in the afternoon, yet another sunny day. And this is completely normal for the winter time in the afternoon. Right now the sunrise is about 10:20 a.m. and the sunset is 3:12 p.m. So it's going to be a much shorter winter. So it's going to be a lot less light in the winter time than there was in Valdez. And this time when I go to the post office, I'm going to head through the gas station parking lot instead of going down the side road, because I've done that the last few times. Now in Valdez, there was about 5 hours of sunlight. And when I say sunlight, I mean what it looks like now. 5 hours of light in Valdez during the winter, and right now here it's just under 5 hours, and we're not even into the darkest part of the winter. I've been told different things. I've been told there's 2 hours of light in the winter here. I've been told there's 4 hours of light in the winter here, but what's going to happen is I'm going to figure it out when I see it, because everybody forgets. You know, everybody says something different. People just forget very quickly. I've already forgotten a lot of stuff about Valdez, and that was just one winter ago. And that's just the way it goes. People forget, and then they just start rambling off nonsense because they don't want to say, I don't remember. I usually just say, I don't remember, because I realize that everybody else is as stupid as I am. So, I don't care. So, if you're cold, you just jump in the back of this guy's car. He's got it open. And for the final destination, we will be heading to the Denali Chamber of Commerce. And the reason I'm heading here is I just found out I need a license for everything I do. I need to get a license for YouTube. Then I also need to get a license for the work that I do online freelancing. And if I want to continue eBay, I have to get a third license for reselling on eBay. So I'm just going to go and speak with them and figure out, is there a way to get one license or 2 licenses? Do I really need 3 licenses? Then I have to figure out if it's worth it to continue selling on eBay, because a license costs $50 per year. I don't want to pay for 3 licenses if, you know, it's not worth it. eBay's not so important. I have a lot of fun working with eBay. It makes me a little extra money, but whether it's going to be worth it or not to continue is what I'm gonna have to decide. Here's the Asian restaurant in town. So I had to do that quickly while I was talking. It just came up on me. So I'm not entirely sure where the Chamber of Commerce is. It's possible that this is it. Nope, that's not it. I believe it's down here on the left side, right before the volunteer fire station and the police station and the community center. And if you drive all the way down to the end of this road, which I'm not going to now because it's icy, I'm slipping even on that side road. But if you drive all the way down to the end of this road, you get to the coal mine and the factory. And the airport, which is just a strip of pavement. And if I can't find the Chamber of Commerce, I'll just turn around and up here it is. I've driven past this building before, and I always thought this is an abandoned building that's maybe only open in the summer, but that's really cool looking. And I heard that there are coyotes running around here 2 days ago, and also there was a wolf hanging around here 2 days ago. Yep, so as expected, I have to get 3 separate licenses if I want to continue with eBay. And that's something I'm going to think about for the rest of this month. And I'll decide in January. And see, we're going to go track hunting now. See if these are human or animal. I kind of think this looks like human and animal. No, that's a rabbit maybe. And they got a trail back there. It's too cold now to go walking back. The wind is blowing. But it would be neat if I would see a coyote or something run across. But I don't expect it, because whenever you go out looking for something, which I've given up a long time ago, you never see anything. You're only going to see things when you're not expecting to see anything. So, the Chamber of Commerce, I guess, is also the visitor center. I don't know, I'm making that up also. And this week we have really nice weather. In the teens, even reaching in the low 20s. And I've mentioned this before, I've never experienced such temperatures that are this volatile. Minus 27, 12 hours later it's 3 degrees, 2 hours later it's 28 degrees. So have a nice night and see you in tomorrow's video. Coyote, 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 coyote.